Hi there. Let me tell you a quick side hustle for making a solid living with AI tools. This is something we generated recently for you. We made an easy bulk web pages exporter where you can look up any company that's not doing well on Google, and you can go ahead and ask GPT to research the company, give you a breakdown of what they're missing, create all the pages that they need in order to enhance the authority of their website, and hit some buttons to improve the SEO on these pages you made for them, and then either send it to them as a zip file for them to add to their website, or if you have FTP access to their website, you can upload the pages yourself and extract them. So this is simple and great customer service, and you don't need to understand anything technical really. And you don't need to understand any particular thing about a specific industry in order to do this. And that's because we worked up the entire flow. It's not just having the software, it's having the GPT prompts that guide you through the entire process from end to end. So for instance, web pages you make for a company are worth an easy $5 per page. Could be 10 per page, very easily that too. But it will take you about 15 minutes to do all the work necessary to create 100 such pages, and not much longer to run the SEO steps, zip up the pages, and send them. So you're talking about what for you is perhaps half an hour of work and a little bit of wait time so that your instance can generate all the pages, but you can do anything while that's happening. And when you're done, send them off, right? And you can make adjustments and you can upsell the clients anytime you want, anytime they want. Let me show you an example of how this whole thing breaks down. Let's just start with something. Let's start with a keyword that's worthy of something. Anybody who's got these card printers for sale, these Volus, would love to be able to sell them. Now, if we go scrolling down and we take a look with, say, the Moz bar, on this keyword, all we have to do is look at the blue line for domain authority and just keep scrolling down past the front page until we start seeing companies doing very badly with that. The blue bar's diminishing quite a bit. So as we look for companies that are not doing well, we're going to identify a few that we can reach out to and say, hey, we should make you some pages that are going to help you get ranked higher. It's just a one-time cost, and then you have the pages on your website that can help Google see your site more favorably, so you can rise higher in rank for more keywords. You can get more sales inquiries and more sales. All right? So how do we do that? That sounds like a lot of work unless you realize GPT does that. We're going to ask GPT to write the email to them, but first to review their website so that it knows what they need. So when we create this email, it looks like we really did laser sharp research into their website to understand what they are missing according to Google. And once we have that figured out, we're going to give them an example of what we can write for them. Okay? And so this is all into the email that we're going to reco off. And here we go, saying, hey, get a hold of me. Now, I might reach out and remind this guy once or twice a week, but I can use GPT follow-up prompts to do that efficiently and professionally. I don't have to think much. I don't have to work hard. And I only have to send a few off because you can bet some people are going to reply. Now, let's take a look at the process itself. Another prompt we hand you. Say somebody says, okay, I'm ready, and you know their website, so you're going to go visit it. And once GPT researches it, we're going to tell it what it needs to create, just generally, and boom, there it goes. It's researched, it knows what they need. We told it what we want it to create. It'll come up with the main topics, the keyword it's aiming for, and the keyword intent of each of those pages. And once it's done with that, we'll have it proceed. And it'll create versions of subpages. These are going to be more pages. There are going to be 5 subtopics for each of the 20 main topics, for example. That way I can create 100 web pages for the client rather suddenly. And so I'll take the information and I'll convert it into a table. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have GPT do it for me. So it's going to create all the information I need for my Excel file. See? My Excel file. I paste the information in there, which is easy to do because I can copy and paste, well, copy and then go paste into an Excel file. Now, once I get all that stuff broken down, even a backstory for every row so that each row is written very appropriately to the need. And I can use variables at this step because I can make a version of these pages for each different company that says yes in the same industry. That way, I only needed to do this work once. Now, this may look like a lot of work I've shown you so far, but it's only taken me maybe 15 minutes to get that far. Okay, I have all my stuff into my Excel file after about 15 minutes. And what am I going to do now? I'm going to go to the interface. This is what you're getting from us as well as the prompts. And with the interface, what do? You go to where you can deal with the styling. What kind of a font would you like to use to make this with? And so you can use a font that's similar to somebody's font on their website, either look it up or just make something looking similarly professional. Body style, we can get colors off the website. There are a lot of ways to do that. If we were to take a look at a website's main colors, we can use a simple palette check to give us the exact numbers that we need so we can paste them in as primary and secondary numbers in order to create great color schemes that match their style on their website. So when we create the web pages for them, we can use font sizes that resemble theirs, fonts that resemble theirs, colors that resemble theirs, and therefore we're going to make these pages look great for this client. By the way, we can save the independent client so that we can come back to them anytime. Now, you remember that Excel file? I just drag it up and hit submit. And now I get to walk away. It'll take probably an hour and a half to finalize all 100 web pages, but I'm not doing anything for that period of time. I walk off and I let my computer do it for me, and I just check back later, and when it's done and ready, the pages are done. So now we can go look and see the pages. They're all in there, okay? And so what do? I hit some buttons. I check mark the whole stack of pages and hit some buttons to add some SEO elements into the pages. There you go. That adds so much meat and potatoes power for ranking higher on Google, not just because we have more information, but we've done this kind of thing that Google really prizes when it sees in the pages. They are dramatically more competitive. So now, the pages are done and ready. What will we do now? We will either be able to export the pages to them directly using FTP information for them, or we'll simply export the pages as a zip file and send them to them and give them the simple instructions that we give you, which is they upload it to their website and they extract it. It'll all be in whatever the folder name is that's going to go on their website. And so, for instance, if this is their website, then this would be that folder. Okay? All the pages will be in there. Now, remember that the pages we're making for them are probably more powerful than the pages they have originally, since they were not doing so well on Google in the first place and clearly need the help. And if they're not using AI today, they really need to be to catch up. And we can put that into emails for them if we want. So, now, here's the thing. This used to be a website with maybe 6 pages on it, but we just added a bunch more pages into their sitemap, and we produce a sitemap automatically in the process, so they can add the sitemap we produce either to their robots.txt file, or they can go to Google Search Console and upload it there, or both. And that way, Google sees the new pages and reevaluates the power of their site. Now, what would those pages look like? Generally speaking, there would be a table of contents, which can be opened or closed to start with. There's going to be inner links in the pages. There's going to be a sitemap with a bunch of links to other pages throughout the stack that are for the different sections. And the pages are going to be extremely well written all the way down. And depending on their calls to action, we can include those into their pages. We can include live chat features into their pages. Whatever it is that they want, we can build into the pages while we make the pages for them. And that also means for those of you who are technical enough to understand this stuff, what about schema? Schema we generate automatically into the pages, and they have no errors and no warnings. So schema is a huge element for helping web pages rank higher. So even if they do not have schema on their main pages, the pages we create for them will have schema and look really good as a result to Google. So we're doing all this kind of thing. Finally, for those of you that are interested in being able to offer increased benefits still, say you could get a bunch of images from them, or else you're generating them with DALL-E. Our system allows you to easily input those images throughout the pages at the press of a single button. You can do it with banner ads. You can do it with small images. You can do it with videos. And so the images, you're not going to have to put them in yourself. You just take the zip file and hit a button, and it will upload and spread the images out for you like this in a very smart way. And even more than that, see the headline, Enhanced Security with Hologram Overlays and Laminates? If I were to check that image, the alt code, that's another press of a button. We create the alt codes for the images for each section automatically. You see the value? So we are creating really powerful, very clean, solid web pages for these clients that resemble their site, and they can have top menus that we can choose to put in during the production in order to lead to their front end pages. And all these pages will be in a nice simple folder so they can easily control it on their own website and handle it all together and link to it by linking, say, to the main page within the project. Since everything else has internal links, sidebar links, and if you wanted to take it further, external authority links, we have prompts to make that easy, and we have simple push button methods inside this tool that make it very easy for you to be able to do all that kind of work for your clients. So, what do you need to pull that off? You need a free Moz account or SEMrush account or something so that you can see the statistics for websites that are doing well and websites that are doing poorly, okay? And that way you know who to reach out to. Having said that, you need a GPT account that costs you $20 a month in order to have full access to all the tooling with GPT in here, and also have access to the OpenAI API. That way you can create a key, an API key, and we'll tell you where to put it in the back end. And when you paste it in there, it's connected. That way, when you go generating the pages using the information it gave you, and you're automatically generating each page. This is a page. This is another page. It would look like this. And another page. And another page. And so on, all the way down. Then that is done through your API. Each page you create for a client, and this is the amazing part. You see all the power here, complete with everything that's going on, even if they're paying for upgrades like the images and stuff for you to do the work. Do you know how much pages like this cost you? About 5 cents per page to get everything in here, complete with the interlinking, complete with the call to action, complete with spreading their images out and pasting in their coding for things like a live chat agent. Everything in here all together costs you about 5 cents. Okay? Embedding the videos, getting the alt tags to work for the images, all of this is about 5 cents per page. And yet, these pages are easily worth $5 per page. And so if you think that an average order size could be 100 pages, then that's $500, which costs you $5. For the cost of the entire 100 web page stack, that cost to you is the equivalent of retailing one page, and the client's paying you for 100, and it's perfectly fair because the pages are great. You used your know-how, your wisdom. You put a little bit of elbow grease in and some practice first before you did this to make sure you're comfortable. And once you're comfortable, take off and do it for clients. Invite them in, show them samples of what you can do, put some pages up somewhere to show a sample, or do your first couple of jobs for free. That way you can start showing some results. Then after that, everybody's going to want in, and people can come back and ask for more pages, and you can do that. You can create a new topic, create a whole stack of powerful pages for that topic, and go through the simple motions of adding those extra pages into their websites. And this way you can create repeat business, you can expand on the business, you can offer the additions. If they would like the images put into place, the schema put into place, the interlinking put into place, the alt codes on the images, you could price them individually or in a bundle, however you wish, and you could push the price up from $5 a page to $10 a page, maybe 15, 20, or 25 per page, and it will still sound like a great deal to the average client who needs these pages. Okay, I hope you're interested. The way to get it is at website-installer.com. We are just putting it up now in the professional services section, so go looking for it there. It's called the Webpages Exporter, okay? And that tool alone, when you get it, the cost of that tool means that when you make your first deal with a company, you're already in profit. Okay, so not a problem to get your hands on it. And if you have any questions, let us know. We're obviously going to give you the video series for it. It'll be a private YouTube playlist teaching you how to operate it, which is simple. Again, monkey see, monkey do. It's not technical. It's just follow our steps. And we're going to give you all the prompts so that you don't have to invent anything. You don't have to invent how the emails should be done to reach out to people or follow-ups. You don't have to invent how to create page contents. All of this is handled already inside the tool. And again, it's just button presses for all of the powerful SEO improvements. Very simple steps. And to deliver the pages is extremely easy. Either export them as a zip file, attach it to an email, and send it to the guy who bought them. Or if the guy gives you FTP access, you can upload the websites, the web pages to the guy's site, and it'll extract the pages, put in place a sitemap file, everything else. So then you just send him the follow-up email that we send you so he knows what to do to connect that folder to his main site somewhere and to perhaps add the sitemap URL to his robots.txt file or add it in Google Search Console or both in order to get Google to see it, react on it, and help him improve his ranking for many more keywords so we can get more sales inquiries, more sales. And if you can do it once with a guy in a given industry, then do it with a few more guys who are also hurting in that industry so you can help a few guys rise. And that way you don't have to create a project every time. You've already got the project function done. Once you create this Excel file this way, believe it or not, you can use this again. We have functions for overwriting. We have functions for creating a new version of the page title. So you are never going to generate the same pages twice. It will be equal quality, equal value, equal topic pages, but it will be different every single time, even according to Google. And so you are doing the right job for each client in the industry who responds to your offer. That way you can focus on the pitches you want to make in the industries you want to make and move forward from there. That simplifies your work. Okay, hoping to see you on the inside so we can get you up and going, get you set up so you can start the same day and you can start making yourself money. Okay.